You're listening to the Becoming a Champion Show with Coach Dana Cavalier. Motivation, inspiration, and coaching to improve your performance so you can live the life of a champion in sports, life, and business. Let's go.
How we doing? Coach Dana Cavalier coming at you with the Becoming a Champion Show, where we focused on inspiration, motivation, and encouragement to get you through your high performance journey. And listen, I said this last week, we still have something going on. There's still a little something going on out there. And, we got to make our choice. We got to make our choice right now. Are we going to choose to focus on what's going on, or are we going to focus on what we have going on? And ultimately, listen, what we're dealing with in terms of this virus is real, but ultimately we can still be successful during this time. And in times of opposition, we have to focus on our opportunity. And you hear this over and over again. You hear a lot of leadership experts and speakers and all that give you the runaround on, how to be great in times of difficulty. And I'm not here to give you that moment on the hill speech. But what I am here to give you is just a little bit of perspective and talk about how things tend to work. And the way things tend to work is life is filled with ups and life is filled with downs. And through my own personal experience, I found when things go down, they're often followed by an up, because usually when we're headed in that downward direction, we're focusing actually on acquisition of skill, acquisition of knowledge, and acquisition of really just acquiring a mindset and a headspace of where it is that we want to go. We know what the low and what the down looks like, but we don't necessarily know what the up looks like. And sometimes when we're in the up position, we take for granted all the things necessary and all the things that we need to do in order to stay in that position and continue elevating and continue climbing. So I'm sure many of you have experienced during this phase that we're in right here, some losses, some financial losses. I think everybody across the board that invests some money or has a 401k experienced some loss. For those of you that have a business, you've experienced some loss. It's real, okay? We can't sugarcoat that. We can't say, oh, well, just, think happy thoughts and all of a sudden, your accounts will be back up. It doesn't work like that, contrary to what many may think. But what we can do is say, hey, where were our points of greatest exposure? So if you're a business and you don't have enough cash reserves, maybe when we come out of this, instead of just looking at every dollar in and every dollar that you're not using for taxes as profit, you'll create a bit of a slush account that can help you get through these times. Because there's nothing worse than having to go through something like this and then change your lifestyle dramatically, not be able to purchase what you want, do what you want when we come out of it, or even keep your business going because you put so much time and so much effort into your business, whatever it is that you do, that to have a time period of 4 to 6 weeks or 8 weeks or even 12 weeks wipe you out, that's crazy. For me, that just shows over leverage and oftentimes a lack of full preparedness. And what I mean by that is if you have too much money out on the street and you're over leveraged, you're going to get yourself in trouble all the time because there will always be something that happens or that could happen. So use this time to look at your business. I've worked with a bunch of CEOs lately, and we've talked about their business and their company. And I've asked them the question, where are you running fat? Have you figured out in this period of time where you're wasting money? And it is amazing when they go through their books how much money they're wasting on subscriptions and things they're not really using in their business over the years because they were doing well. The business got fat. And when something gets fat, whether it's a person or a business, in order to create efficiency, in order to make sure that that entity survives, you got to trim the fat. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Look at your life. Where are you running fat? Where are you running heavy? And you got to identify those places and start to trim now. Look at your books. Dive in on all those things that you've been avoiding. Look at your personnel. Look at your depth charts. Who's on the team that maybe doesn't have to be? Where are you spending money you don't have to be spending? And this goes for not just your business, it goes for your household. If you run a team, look at where are you spending resources, maybe not just money, but where are you putting time that maybe was not a good return on your time. And this is where you got to be focused. Seek the opportunity in this time of opposition, because this time is going to end. And in the next few weeks, you're going to be looking back on this time and saying, hey, what the heck did I do with this time? Why wasn't I productive with it? Where did it go? Was I sitting around and just sulking and thinking about, oh my gosh, where's my fortune? What's going to happen to my company? What am I going to do with my staff? It's amazing how in life so many questions tend to answer themselves when you take the time to get yourself ready and get yourself prepared. And that's what you have the opportunity to do right now. Those books that you have in your house that you've been wanting to read, start reading. That book or something you wanted to write, start writing. Whatever it is, start taking action, and that has to happen right now. We can't have you sitting on the sidelines and just waiting for the president or someone in government to give you the cue that says, okay, you can go now. You're free to go. You're free to start moving, or sitting back and waiting for some sort of government check of $1,000 to $2,500, or maybe even a bit more. Whatever it is, it's not going to be enough to get you back to where you want to go, because where you want to go is actually higher than the place you were prior to this event. Don't forget your goals. Don't forget the commitment that you and your team made to one another and to the company in January of 2020. We need 2020 to be better than 2019, and certainly you are probably at a lesser position than you were at the end of 2019 and early 2020 right now. So we got an uphill climb, but it's a battle, and you got to sharpen your axe when you got to get ready for battle. And that starts by, again, improving your overall skills, getting rid of the fat, trim the fat, changing your perspective, seeing opportunity in times of opposition, and always, always, always getting yourself from a defensive position into an offensive position. Defense is about contraction. It's about thinking small. It's about fear. It's about scarcity. It's about not making it. It's about wondering what's going to happen in the fourth quarter because of what's happening now. And we don't worry about that. That is a straight up defensive mindset. You have to be the type of player that wants the ball right now, the type of person that wants to be up in the big situation and says, I'm going to play offense right now. Offense starts now. Every day I'm prospecting. Every day I'm finding opportunity. Every day I'm reaching out to people in my pipeline, in my circle, and seeing how they're doing, touching base, make sure they're safe, and make sure I can keep their spirits up and make sure I can keep their spirits high. That's what offensive players do, and that's what you need to do. So today, let's put our hands in together as a unified team. I'll put my hand in there with you, and let's all commit together to going to the next level. We will succeed, and we will see the opportunity in time of opposition, and most importantly, we will play offense, and we will go out there every single day and play to win. This is Coach Dana Cavalier. If you like today's message, please share it. I know there's people out there that need to hear it, so send it their way, and I appreciate all of you. If you ever need anything, reach out. I'm here for you, especially in times like this. Coach Dana Cavalier. See ya.
If you enjoyed today's episode of the Becoming a Champion show, share with friends, family, coworkers, and teammates, helping us to build a world of champions. And if you ever need a one-on-one coaching, reach out. Coach Cavalier would love to be your coach. Head on over to DanaCavalier.com.